Hello, everyone. My name is Audrey, and we are down to our last few schools for this series. So, I asked some of my colleagues and friends to answer some of the questions to help aspiring physical therapy students. So, let's welcome Sir Mike Narido from University of Bohol. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Mike Narido. I'm a graduate from University of Bohol last 2018 and also passed the board exam on the same year on August 2018 also. So actually guys, PT is not my first career choice. Men likes to do like IT, computer courses or maritime. So actually that those courses are my choices, but my uncles who are seamen discouraged me to take maritime because what do you call this one? Living and working on the open ocean is quite difficult and it's not ideal for a long-term career. So that's why University of Bohol and try to find a course that is suited for me. Then actually my mother told me like just try the physical therapy because it's quite unique and it says she told me like it's kind of suit on my physique because I'm kind of tall and tall
True.
guy. So she told me like you could carry the patients or the clients that you will encounter. So I guess that's how it all started. So I went to university and inquired for the course. So that's it. Then actually and before I went to Australia last 2019, so I was working in the local hospital in Tagbilaran, which is in Bohol. Then also at the same time, like mostly physiotherapists in Philippines doing some home service. Yeah, I think you're familiar with that, Audrey.
Yeah. Yes, I think I only had two patients during my time also, but it's it's very common man na we do two jobs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Two jobs at a time.
Two jobs at a time.
Side hustle,
Yeah, mga multitaskers dyan.
multitasker. Yeah. After after
Okay.
after the duty, find for a home care. Yeah.
Bitaw. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so, wow, pakaday. Okay.
Oh, oh,
Okay. Oh, wow, sige. We'll warm
yeah,
up for later, Char. So, what are the three things
yeah.
that excite you about being a physical therapist? So, why do you love what you're doing right now?
Yeah, being a physiotherapist is quite a demanding job. Actually, you need to, aside from their chief complaint or their diagnosis, you need to deal also with their personality and their emotional state during the time that they are experience those complaints, especially the pain. So even they are like not what do you call this one not stable, they're mentally stable, but during their downtime, so they will be like aggressive or maybe sometimes down, so you'll not be
Yeah.
cooperative. You need to deal with that also. You need to encourage them, yeah. So because they will help themselves, so you're like an the key or the equipment or to help them to become to achieve their goals and to become more to achieve the independency again. So I think that's one of the things that I like because you're a motivator and also you're the one who will help every step to become an independent again. So I think that's three things that I like to become that being a physiotherapist. So you're a motivator, the doer, and also the emotional emotional and the physical um, help for them. Also, I think that's the one for me. I
Yes.
think
Yes, you're the guide.
guidance. Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
kana
right
you're the
word.
guide.
That's a guide. You're the
Charot
guide.
lang.
Correct.
Okay. So, if you would pick another field, so would you still want to become a physical therapist?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I will still pick physiotherapist because I think I fell in love with the profession, and I will not like replace it with another job. Even here in Australia, I'm still working Even I'm working as a caregiver, the proper way to stand up in the bed and doing some exercise with them, with the residents. So I think you will still like live with it. So even you're doing different job, you will still the being a physical therapist will just came out on naturally with you.
No, I think Manggod, Mike, you were one of the best man sa during our internship time. Ah?
Yeah, sure.
No, no, Manggod, kay I remembered
Wow, sa
before. Dili, tinuod, Manggod. So, wait lang, ang mga dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
Isa. No, I remembered before na, what you call this, kanang you were good at kanang guiding ba for the boxing. I think kita mo tunduha. That's one of the moments that I can remember about you, Gyud. Like if ever there's break, then we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
like
play together.
Like pang ko alam ba? Free time
Yes.
kay pang icebreaker sa stressful na.
Stress, ah? Bitaw. Okay, so why do you think the colleges fail to inspire students to go into physical therapy school? Because, you know, there are not a lot of pre-medical students that know that there is a doctorate of physical therapy route, which is, I think, available also in Australia, right? And rather than going into the MD route.
MD route. Actually, here in Australia, I think there are two types of physiotherapists here: the limited registration and the full registered PT. So I'm not still sure if there's a doctorate one for physiotherapists because I'm still in the process on the step one. Overseas physiotherapist in Australia. So, on my opinion, especially in Bohol, because only one university is offering the course. So, most of the student that wants to take the course will go to Cebu or Manila. So, and also I think the exposure of the students or the students are taking up physiotherapists, and aside from that, most high school students are not familiar. So they will just be some students will be familiar if a family member had a physiotherapist, so they will know the profession. But aside from that, no. Maybe for my opinion, the exposure itself is lacking. So only limited students will just take the course. Most of the students that will be in Cebu, mostly Cebu. You will know that one because I think you have a lot of classmates came from Bohol.
Bohol, yes.
Taking so I think on my opinion, it is just on my own opinion. The exposure itself. So I think that's the one is lacking.
Okay, so can you tell us a brief background of the course and a little background if ever there is a DPT program ba in Bohol, if you know?
As far as I remember, the curriculum in University of Bohol is US based, and I think what I have heard from my classmates and colleagues that are graduated and pursuing the US. So I think they'll just some subjects that they need to take, but I'm not sure if it's really in the DPT level yet. So because during that time my mindset is already in Australia.
Yeah.
Australia.
I remembered.
I
remembered.
So yeah. So I'm not like really into like knowing the pathway for US. So as far as I remember, it's really into US based already. So there are some subjects that they need to take up, so they will be qualified for the New York something, your curriculum. I'm not sure what's it called. What it's called?
NY said.
Yeah, NY said.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not really familiar, but I'm sure it's US based.
Okay, so did you take an entrance exam like before enrolled?
I'm not sure, but I think there is, but I'm not quite sure because it's already a long time before. And actually, University of Bohol had like a small population, so and we're already like put in black sectioning. So I think there is, or there, I think maybe now they have already, but before, no, I think there's no entrance exam.
Okay. So does it still take 5 years to complete ba, or is it right now, like as far as you've known, did it change to
Uh,
4 years?
I think it changed. It was changed because of K to 12, but before it is 5 years, 5 years, 4 years academic and a year of internship.
Okay, so what does a typical day of your classes look like? Like from your lectures, your practical exams, any school organizations?
Yeah, yep. So the typical day, especially in third year, so we have like a long days, long hours for the lectures. Then after or before the start of the lecture, we will have a quiz. That then also we have like the typical, we would just do the return demo, the exhausting moving exams and etc. And also we have like a community that is adapted by the um, PT department. So we will have like a community service every week, once a week. So we'll go to the certain community, and we have like a resident from that area. We went to a community and do some program for the um, pregnant 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 residents of the community, and
Ah,
we do the awareness for the pregnancy exercises and the preparation also. So yep,
so
that's what
it's
I
like
remember.
community-based rehab, or like CBR?
Yep,
Is that
community.
CBR?
Yeah,
Yeah,
CBR.
CBR.
Yeah, the
Like,
CBR.
okay, okay.
And also we like if the local government asks us to do some community participate in their programs, especially for autism and stroke. So we also join them. We also join the local government.
Ah,
Yep.
so, would you like to talk more about the advantages and disadvantages of UB as to the tuition, the location, the curriculum? Like, what type of rehab settings were you exposed to?
Mm-mm. So, on my opinion, because I was not allowed to go to Cebu for my college, so it is an advantage for me because it's just in the city. So, and also the location of the school is accessible for most students because it's in the heart of the city, in Bohol. So it's an advantage. But the disadvantage also because physical therapy is expensive, very expensive course. So I think that's one of the main reasons, because of the small population, because of the tuition fee. So tuition fee is expensive, and during our time, the internship is one of the best because we are exposed in several rehab setting. I remember the one that I really like is in Dumaguete, the NUPH, which is they called the one of the hardest rehabilitation center that I went. And also we are exposed in sports, which is in the city gym in Cebu, in waterfront. And I think we had like the community or the CBR type rehab also in Dumaguete, and I think in one also in Perpetual, and also in Bohol. So we have a lot of types of rehab setting that we are exposed. So I think best rehab setting that we had. So yep.
Okay. So, does your school also offer any international connections, like offshore connections where you can shadow a PT outside the Philippines? Like, if the student wants to go there for internship?
Mm, um, I think not as of now. It's not. We don't have any connection outside. Maybe in the future, if the students will, if they will have a lot of number of students. Maybe in the
Yeah.
future, but during the as of now, I think only in the Philippines.
Okay. So if you were to proceed to medical school, what are the most useful subjects for you?
Maybe the gross anatomy because physical therapy anatomy is a broad type of the types of muscle and their pathways, and also the neuroanatomy. The anatomy itself is very good foundation for med school, and also I think the med surge and the semester,
Message.
and also the yep. So it's a good foundation if I really want to go for med school. I think that's the one I had my keys and weapon for med school.
Yes, that's very true. Also, POE, the physical evaluation. Yeah, I think that's also very
Yeah,
important.
I think that's also. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so what are other career opportunities or academic tracks if students will not proceed to medical school?
Um, yeah. So I think one option for the physical therapists in the Philippines are the US, and I think anywhere in the world we could the every student that are graduated in physical therapy in the Philippines are qualified for in overseas because the curriculum in the Philippines is quite good already, and we are the university already prepared the students for abroad. So I think um, anywhere in the world, probably the students are capable, and yeah. So most of the physiotherapists that are already talk here in Australia, the curriculum is already prepared in the Philippines. The curriculum is good already.
So did you have any extra subjects that you had to take in order for you to get to where you are currently in Australia?
Um, as of now, I'm doing I'm an international student here, so I was taking another course. Actually, it's away from physical therapy to physical therapy in a course. So my first course is the certificate for in aged care. So that's the one is already like they have a similar idea but in different way. So the as far as I remember in when I read in the website for the Australian Physiotherapy Council here, uh, I think they don't have any subjects that we need to take. Aside from the one that they asked from me, we need to take the cultural safety training. That's the one they need to recommend. They are recommended. The one that overseas physiotherapists that want to pursue
Yes.
PT here in Australia, they need to take that one. So and we just need to what do you call this one? Send our credentials and requirements they need in the Australian Physiotherapist Council. Then we need to take the English exams, and after that, if you already done that one, so you just need to find a full license, full registered physiotherapist, so you could work under supervision. So the certificate, the limited registration certificate is valid for a year. So you can work under supervision. So after that, you need to register in AFRA, which is the or it's like a what they call this one, the PRC in the Philippines.
Mm,
So the Australian Board Healthcare Board practitioner. So you need to register that so that you could work in in an actual setting. Yeah, there's a lot of type of physiotherapists. There's some in sports, acute care, geriatric care. So you need to just to find the right um, supervision if you want to really pursue any if you want to really pursue the physiotherapy career here in Australia.
okay. So that's quite a long
Yeah.
route. Still
Wrong route.
long route still. But anyway,
One you need to, yeah, yeah. So after that, you need to, after you gather all that one, after you're done with that one, you need to book and pass the written and practical exam so that you could get the full license, the full registered PT.
PT.
So it's kind of a long route. It's kind of a long route, and we need to work for that because we need a lot of money for that one.
Yeah, but then from what I've known, like for physical therapy alone, the best schools for physical therapy in the world is in Australia. That's what I know lang. That's what I know. Right?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I also asked some university here that are offering for like the course, the physiotherapist and the physical therapy course. I think they will have like 3 years for the physical therapy course, and after that, if you're done with that, the bachelor physiotherapist, you're already like a full register. You're already done. You'll be a full registered PT here. So it's they have a lot good schools here.
Very. I think it's really of quality, no? But then I guess in
that's
everything, we should really focus on the quality of learning, mangyud, rather than how much you've really studied or how much you've really learned.
Yeah. So being a physical therapist will be depends on the experience, how they handle the patient. It's good like you have a knowledge, but mostly it will become the performance. It will depends on the performance of the PT itself.
Okay. So, Sir Mike, what type of advice would you want to give to aspiring physical therapy students?
Yeah, guys, for the upcoming students, because on myself itself, I'm not a studious type. I'm not a studious type student. I usually like do binuang gamay during my college time. Just enjoy the course itself and embrace the difficulties especially in third year, because if you really don't embrace the subject itself, you will have a hard time to finish and pass that course. So maybe sideline, like hang time, like enjoy your time with your friends, and keep the good work keeping up. Just keep the good work. I think that's because and during internship, guys, JD is good.
JD, what's JD? I don't know what JD is.
Grand duty.
Termy or grand duty?
Grand duty or JD, it's depend. Termy party is good also.
Termy is also good.
Termy is good.
Samuka. Yes, Termy. Termy is good.
Termy is good. Termy is good.
Dagan kog remember. Oh my gosh. 4 flashbacks. Anyway, that's not me anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Every PT student will encounter that one, and I think that JD and the Termy and the internship, I think just watch out and good luck.
Watch out, good gabi. Samuka. Anyway, Mike, thank you so much for your time, Sir Mike. I know you're very busy. Of course, we're all busy, but you really inserted, an ample of your time to help PTs out there listening to this series. Sige, salamat, Kai.
No worries. Ay, problema.